Hello, YouTube friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. May peace and love be with you, always. And may the force, I don't know. What else is there to say? I was watching Oppenheimer the other night. Something that Oppenheimer knew and why he was so successful is he's the smartest guy in the room because he knew that all he had to do was connect everybody in the right way to achieve his goals. You know that he could never do it alone. So, yeah. What else is there, right? Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, yeah. Before I get going here, for those of you who want to donate to a worthy cause, I'm going to start a fundraiser here. There's a lot of stuff going on around the world right now. This is summer solstice, so we've got like heat of energies moving through the system. I've been in conversation and lightly supporting a Ugandan orphanage. Of course, there's more than one orphanage in Uganda. There's a bunch, and then the surrounding areas have a lot of other orphanages. But somebody just bought property next to this orphanage, and the I think it was somebody from India, and so the local government came in and started tearing down all the housing that was there. It was probably people that were squatters that didn't have anywhere else to go, that built temporary houses to live in, and so now there's a lot of refugees kind of roaming around the area. And for now, the orphanage is safe, but the person I'm dealing with, he was himself an orphan, and the only reason he made it was because there was a minister there that took care of him and helped raise him. And so it's on his heart to make sure that these kids are trying to be fed and taken care of. So, I mean, if it feels like you're going through something, it's nothing compared to what some people are going through, right? I mean, there's people that just don't have food. Those kids are going to be more powerful children than anybody in this world because they nothing's going to bother them or stop them. I mean, when you go through a life where you don't know where you're going to get through the next meal and you're crying and crying, eventually you just stop crying. You just, yeah. You can't hurt somebody that's like that, right? They're the toughest, most beautiful people in the world. That's all I have to say about that. So, if you, I'll leave my. I'll leave a PayPal link in the address. It's really hard to get money to people in Uganda. There's, for whatever reason, and I don't know if this is, you can call it an international conspiracy, but it's really hard to, I mean, you can't just send money by PayPal. You got to use special services like Airtel and other things to get money to the people there. There's a lot of people that don't like to send money there, and I don't know if it has anything to do with fraud. Because obviously there's so much fraud in our environment nowadays. I mean, everyone's interacting with software, so the level of trust is down. Right. 8 of Wands. Fast moving energy. What do we got? All right. 8 of Wands. You guys are busy beavers. King of Swords. 9 of Swords. So we're protecting our energy, and there's some worry, anxiety. 5 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Loving the conflict? I don't know. What is that supposed to mean? Are you guys loving conflict? I don't know. 5 of Wands always means that it's always a message to help people see that conflicts and taking sides will always undermine the greater cause, right? And so you need a loving Queen of Pentacles type energy in the environment to kind of bring people together. A lot of overworking for that reason, right? Carrying heavy loads when you're dealing with conflict. A lot of people in conflict. It's a lot easier when you're not in conflict. People are working together. Yeah. Getting tired. The Wounded Warrior. I love the Wounded Warrior. He's looking off. Like, look at this guy. I haven't pulled this card in a long time, actually. We've got some Wounded Warrior energy going. And he's just like... He's kind of protecting himself. Looking over, like, help. His head's bandaged. He's looking over at the Ten of Wands guy. I don't know, that's where I set him, so maybe feels like we're doing too much. Maybe we're not taking enough time for ourselves. Strength and the Lovers. Strength card to me is somebody who you're taming the beast. So it's almost like a strength when it comes to being able to communicate with all parts of ourselves. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to feel what's coming through here. I think we're trying to balance out energies. I mean, this is... It doesn't matter where you go. If you guys paying attention to the airwaves, a lot of businesses are are trying to just take a break, trying to figure things out right now because things aren't moving the way they were, right? See a lot of conflict in our environment and people taking sides, believing that their illusions are real, and so those illusions kind of bat at each other, right? It's like, hey, you need to be doing this, or you need to be doing that. Something that somebody was talking about forgiveness today, and letting go of the past. Letting go of the past is pretty important because the past technically isn't real. I made a video about that a while back. Technically, the past isn't real, right? I mean, you remember something happening in the present, or he's doing something in the present, but the memory that you had was a memory of everything that's happening in the present. And so when you're pushing energy and momentum forward from the past, that's what creates the illusion that what you see in front of you is real, if that makes sense. Right? Like something that you did in the past or somebody else did in the past is them, but that's not true. That's just a projected image, and a lot of times you're just replaying a projected image, right? You can pretty much do whatever you want. Yeah. It's hard to, get people to see, the things that, you're not this vessel. We're just an image projector, and then we receive images. Structure moves energy, right? So we're creating energy and receiving energy. Yeah. Sorry. I guess that's me. Just speaking from my heart space. So my advice is, when you see somebody that's hurt or somebody that's in pain, try and reassure them that, things are going to change. You can't, it's hard not to get caught up in the negative emotions of other people, especially when you see a lot of people hurting, kids hurting, kids can't eat, other people that don't work with each other very well. They gotten so much. This is something I was talking to my brother today. We're holding the world in our hands, trying to make decisions, right? About software, right? I mean, how much we live in a society that is run by software now. I mean, if you're watching this video, you're on YouTube watching a piece of software. You're probably if you're looking at your phone and the TV at the same time, you're looking at, you're accessing constantly. Software is playing such a big part in our lives now that we do everything through software. I mean, so the level of trust is breaking down. Because if you're interacting less and less personally on a soul level between each other, you're only interacting through software. I mean, like, if I'm the only place I'm ever interacting with you guys is through the comments, heaven forbid, right? Feel free to reach out. I would love to talk to you guys. You can access and book a time with me through a link on this YouTube channel. But because I love hearing from you guys. But yeah, I seem a little bit spacey today. It's just, when you're trying to help a lot of people and it's more and more difficult to help them, it gets really frustrating, right? Yeah. So the best we can do is just stay in our nine of Pentacles energy. Let's get what else is there but to get the trash animals. Trash animals always have good advice for us. Looks like the struggle is real, but your King of Swords say that you're in a place of authority, moving quickly, dealing with a lot of conflict and anxiety, but holding strong. Lover's energy. Good luck and opportunities. That's a good card. A tipped over trash can. Yay! Good luck and opportunities are approaching. One more trash animal card. Courage and influence. Nice. Courage and influence. So, influencing your surroundings. Having the courage to do so. Looking good. I think we'll leave it at that. Let's just get an oracle card. And then I'll tell you how much I love you guys. Good night, my angel. Time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think you know what I've been trying to say. I promise I will never leave you. And you should always know. Walk your truth. Wherever you may go, no matter where you are, I never will be far away. Walk your truth and communicate. Well, I think that's a pretty good sign, right? Just be communicating with the people around you, because if you're not communicating and you're not stating your needs, then you're not walking your truth, right? My truth has always been the same. If you're watching my channel, you probably know me in a lot of ways. My truth has always been that all the dysfunction that we see and all the narcissistic ways that people try to control each other and they fall in conflict with one another is through competition, and usually that competing over money, as if it's all self-serving, right? It's not creating the world that you want to live in with other people. You can't do that when you're all focused on how much you can get for yourself. You got to have some kind of balance where you're working with people and living with people and loving people. It happens on the weekends when we go with our friends, right? And we go build stuff together. It happens, when people aren't concerned about the things that they can get, only about the time that they can spend with one another. So, yeah. I don't know how many times I've woken up in the morning bawling my eyes out because people are focused on the other versus the reality that the only thing that really matters is the time that you spend with other people and the time that you cherish, with your family and your friends. And then that gets pulled apart when people are focused on what they can make, right? you get to spend less time during the week with each other. You get to spend less time on the weekend, because even then your vacation time is all pulled around what you've earned for yourself. And if somebody else hasn't earned what you have, they can't spend time with you, right? So, love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the next one.